Hey everyone, this is Gus. Welcome to again. This is Drawing with Gus. Well, what we are doing in this channel, by the way, just let me remind you, what we are doing is drawing. That's exactly what we're doing. We're just drawing, and we are planning to drawing this like every time that you have the chance, you can draw. And as a Broco said one time in one of those YouTube shorts, the only thing that you need for drawing is $5, probably $6. Let's say $6. $4 is 120 pounds, 8.5 by 11 white paper, the one that you use for digital printing. That's it. It's like $4 to $5 or something that you can buy in a Target or even in Walmart, okay? And a cheap pencil, like another $2 for like a 20 pencils, HP pretty much, and a cheap like 50 cents, or in the worst case scenario, $1. One of those pencil sharpeners, that's it. That is the only thing that you need if you want to draw. So you don't need a fancy, over expensive $1,200 Wacom and $500 or $800 or even $1,000 or $2,000 computer. You don't need an expensive Mac for doing that. Actually, in the most of the cases, if you have the big box, enough money, you only need $800. Well, actually, no, $800. $930, $930, which is the iPad Pro M4 or M3. I guess it's M4. iPad Pro M4 and the new pencil for the iPad Pro M4. That's it. And if you want to go cheaper, you can just buy $600 or actually $730. The iPad, what is this? The iPad Air and the new pen. Okay? So you don't need a computer for that. Not at all. I just gave you the way cheaper solution, which is the traditional way that the most of us artists has been doing since the people just putting their palms in their caves. That's it. Or, from the Renaissance, from the medieval ages, to the 1800s, 1900s, until the informatic revolution, pretty much in the year 2000. The year 2000 is the time with having a pen tablet. Year 2000 is the time with having a pen tablet like a Wacom, a Slate tablet. Is not a luxury, it's a necessity. If you are a calc drawer, a drafter, 3D kind of a sculptor, 3D sculptor or 3D, what is this, 3D animator, or engineer, with some degree of industrial design. That is a necessity. It starts in the 2003, 2005. Right now, everyone has one. So there is no, if you are living in a third world country, which some parts of the world are, well, there's still cheaper ways to do it. There is Pablo, there is Huion, there is XP Pen, and those Slate tablets, they are, way cheaper than a Wacom. So you don't have to spend $500 to have it. And if you live in the United States, well, there's other way cheaper to do instead of having a Wacom and the big computer. So you can have an iPad Pro M4. You don't have the money for that. You can have the iPad Air. You don't have the money for that. Well, you can just jump to the next cheaper is if you have T-Mobile, which is the Samsung S9 Galaxy S9 FE tablet Fun Edition. So you can have that tablet with the S Pen. So yeah. But if you still don't have money and you live in a place, or you better have, you don't have that money, well, you have to revise your life, and probably buying a tablet is not a good idea because you have more important things to do. I mean, in this business, unless your parents want to give you a tablet, there's no way for you to get it free. So yeah, that's my advice. If you don't have the way to have it, you still have the way to spend $10. Yeah, $10, and you just have like one of those Hobby Lobby or Michael's kind of sketchbooks. It's like $5 to $7. Usually Hobby Lobby has 30% of discount, so it's gonna be cheaper, and you can start doing, sketching. And if you have a decent computer and you don't have enough money to go to the university, I mean, like the UCLA, the good ones, the big names for the universities to go and study art, let me tell you, you don't need that. You just need to find a place where you can learn that. So if there is a university or community college that offers graphic design and arts, get it. It's even cheaper than go to the big name university. And you can go to the big name university to have your master's degree, or even if you want to have a PhD in art history, or then there's another profession that comes to art. There is a restoration. Yeah. But if you got the money, well, there's plenty of places where you can get enough knowledge to be like one of the big name studios and big brand studios for animations. You can work for them, but still, you have to pass their exam. You have to show enough and a good quality portfolio, and you have to have the talent. So there's the other question: do you have the talent? Because talent nurturing versus nature has been question of the ages for those artists. Many artists that are irresponsible, because that is the way, they say, you don't need to go to art school to be an artist. That is true. But you still not need to know how to do it. So if you don't have the place where you can learn that, like a university or a community college, or even Udemy, or even Domestika, or even another place online, where you still can buy books. Books are way cheaper right now because nobody's reading, and you can just read them and try to make your art. But you need somebody to teach you. You need somebody to check your art and tell you, you are going for the good way, for the wrong way. This is a good path, this is a wrong path, etc. You still need it. Many irresponsible artists that I calling irresponsible, they are just telling, you don't need to have the talent. Wrong. There's something that we are all born with. I mean, all of us who are artists. Even though you are never do art, if you have that thing in the brain, you're an artist. First, we are more developed the right brain, the right part of the brain. The brain is divided in two parts: left part and right part. The cerebellum, or the old brain, or the ancient brain, or reptilian brain. The part in the middle, which is the corpus callosum, and all that kind of stuff. But the right part of the brain controls what is creativity, what is the associations, and pretty much controls the way for us to go with different solutions. And also the what is this? the communication between him and eyes. So you can just draw in a paper what you are seeing. Yeah, that kind of a communication or translation between signals is that what we are born with. Not everyone is born the same way. Well, for many people, there is retiree, or many people that, this kind of boring housewives, they say, oh, I want to be an artist. Well, go to a real artist, not one of those con artists that say they are art teachers and the only thing that they are just getting your money, and you will be loved if you go to a real artist. And the real artist said, well, everyone can paint flowers. There's no way in the world that is called art, because the still life, flowers, that kind of like this kind of composition, simple compositions for art, that is okay for you to practice colors, shapes, forms, how to develop your skills, how to hone your fine skills, pretty much your pose and that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, that is part of your training. That is not your art. Once you start, developing more and more art-savvy skills, you will go further and further, from construction to deconstruction to destruction, and then to construct again. But first, you need to know, if you want to destroy, you need to know how to construct. Because if you don't have that, you are just like a parrot. Parrots, they don't speak. They don't have intelligence. I mean, they are somewhat intelligence. All animals are somewhat kind of intelligentsia, but they are not, they are not genius. There is not a parrot that gonna start talking to you in, let me see if my microphone is working. Let me see. Sorry. Hello? Okay. Microphone is working. There is no way for the parrot to start talking about philosophy, lateral thinking, or even abstract thinking with you. Because parrots, they don't think. At least not like us. They mimic. So if you want to start mimic what the artists doing, that is not art. That is just mimic. I mean, you are like a parrot. Bigger and more brain cells. But at the end of the day, you are a parrot. But if from this mimicking, you start developing your own language, artistic language, your own style, then you are not a parrot. You're an artist. Yeah? It's that simple. And I just want you to know that if you don't have the hands or the fingers for the piano, don't mess with that since the beginning. It's a waste of time. These are not fingers for piano, by the way. I'm like a caveman with a piano. That's true. So the right brain has many talents. One is the music, and the other is the art, which is the, figurative and non-figurative arts. But if you want to be an abstract artist, you start, with the figures. Because if you want to destroy and deconstruct or reconstruct again, you need to know how they were made in the beginning. I mean, it's in chemistry, it's the same. If you want to know what this compose or whatever, this kind of a chemical formula is, you have to deconstruct it. And then that you know what it is, what is the key materials in there, you have to make it better or destroy it to make something better out of that. That is the logical progression. That is simple philosophy. Okay? So for being an artist, you need to be a cold person. Because if you want to express yourself as in an abstract way, you need to have some information in your brain. I mean, ignorant with zero education, yeah, can be an artist. Yeah. I mean, Cro-Magnon, they don't have like a philosophy. They didn't invent anything, and they put some of these drawings in the caves of Altamira. So yeah, is in some part, you know, possible. But we don't know how the ignorant were the Cro-Magnons because they didn't leave any kind of real language. So there is not a Cro-Magnon right now who remembers the story of the Cro-Magnon that was passed orally from one person to another person through the centuries. No, there's none. We are all that is left from the human race. We're all Homo sapiens. We just came later in the history of this planet. But just for you to know, there is many responsible people that will telling you that you have talent when you have not talent. For some reason, it's good to be in a group of persons. But before just submitting your 3 years old kind of sketches, that is very, very insulting for many artists, try to better yourself. How can you better yourself? Well, it's so simple. Domestika.com, Udemy.com is cheaper, it's $10. And you start, learning basic shapes, basic forms, shadows, perspective, etc. You start with the basics. Since you know the basics, how, a face is made of. It's not just making the face and you have the face. Let me explain you something. If you go to YouTube, there is an artist, he's a Korean artist, Kim Jong-in. I guess it's Kim Jong-in. It's not, if I'm mistaken, please tell me what is his name because I don't remember. It's Kim Jong-in. Okay. This guy is a bald guy with the glasses like this, and he uses a pentel. I guess it's a pen brush. And he start making art, ink art, like a kind of manga. Mangish, he's from Korea, so mangish or manga, whatever you want to call it. And he started doing that kind of art in a wall that is usually covered with paper. And he never uses like, this kind of sketch. He doesn't use a sketch to start with. Why? Well, let me tell you why. Because the guy has been doing this for the last 40 or 50 years. So that means a lot of time to practice. So if you develop skills and you practice, drawing your soul out every single day for 1 year, I promise you, you compare your 3 years old kind of drawing when you were 40, by the way, you compare that horrible drawing to what is at the end of the year, and you will see progress. Because the talent is cousin, relative, probably second cousin of the perseverance. So you have to be perseverant. You have to persevere in this. You have to do this for enough time for your hands to develop that coordination. That was the word, coordination. We have hand-eye coordination. That is what separates us artists from the rest of the right-brainers. Because, also musicians, they have hand-eye coordinations because they are watching the partiture and they are just, using the instrument at the same time. They are not watching their fingers. They are just watching the partiture and they are just, doing the guitar or the violin or whatever, or the viola or the other instruments. It's eye-hand coordination. That is what sets you apart. So if you don't have hand-eye coordination, well, chances are you are not that kind of right-brainer. Maybe you are another. Maybe you are the one for music, or one for photography, or even for writing. Yeah, the new Stephen King, or the new, I don't know, whatever. The new Walt Whitman. I don't know. The new something. But you have to have that talent. So many people will tell you, you don't need to be born with this talent. And I tell you, you need to have imperative, need to have hand-eye or eye-hand coordination. If you are not born with that, there's no way, no chance for you to learn how to draw. You will be drawing after 2 or 3 years like a caveman. And the caveman, they don't have enough theory. They were pretty much stressed, and they were pretty much worried about, that probably the cave bear is gonna come back to reclaim his house, and you are just, making graffiti in there. So I know that people say, well, what about Basquiat? He has a very horrible art for many. Yeah. But I can tell you that Basquiat at 10 years old or 12 years old, he was drawing something pretty nice. Then he developed this kind of style. The same for Bansky. The same for the others artists. Yeah. So please don't go into the fallacy or the line that you don't need to be born with hand-eye coordination. You really need it. Okay? So this is my words of encouragement or discouragement. Take it whatever the way you want it. And if you want to cancel me, because I just telling you what an honest artist will tell you. You can polish a diamond from the rock that looks like a crystal. You can polish it until it's multifaceted, until it's beautiful, until it reflects the light in 100 different ways. You cannot polish carbon or charcoal. You cannot polish charcoal. Oh, many people say, well, but you can just put charcoal in the microwave and you can have crystals like diamonds. Yeah, that is true. I've seen the experiment too. But you know what that means? That the charcoal, to be a rough diamond, need a lot of pressure, need a lot of heat, needs a lot of sweat. Yeah, that means. So the next time somebody tells you that there is not needed to be an artist or being born that way to develop this or to do this or to have this skill, just get out from that place, because that guy only wants your money. He won't teach you anything. He will encourage you to still be a 3-year-old drawing for the whole of the year. He will teach you how to make excuses for yourself. When I do something bad, something that after 3 hours, if it's not something that I like it, I just drop it. Because sometimes we do genius things. Sometimes we don't. Let's be honest. This is not like I'm doing genius stuff all the freaking time. I don't even doing genius stuff one time. So yeah, if you're an artist, there is a hard way to do it. There is not such thing as easy way. And just let me remind you again, this allegory of the charcoal being diamond. It needs a lot of pressure. That means a lot of work. It needs a lot of heat. That means you need to sweat a lot. And it needs somebody who is willing to do it. Even though many people said it's impossible. Okay? That's what you need. And that is easier if you are already born with the hand and eye coordination. Okay? Well, after I give you this speech, let me remind you, my name is Gus. I'm a professional artist. And actually, let me see, where's my control, my remote control from this? Oh yeah, I am. My name is Gus Duenas. I'm a professional illustrator and artist, and this is Drawing with Gus. If you want to help these artists to, make the channel better, just remind me, just to remind you guys, I'm looking to replace my camera. I need a better camera. It's not cheaper, but it's not that expensive. It's only $600. And if you want to cooperate with this channel in a good way, just for you to be reminded, there is a link for coffee.com/Gus Duenas, and you can just buy me a coffee. $3 per month. That's it. I mean, I have 120 120, almost 100, 119 followers. So if one of you just buy me a coffee once per month, we will having a new camera in 2 months. So, yep, let me remind you, please help out this channel. And there is another way also. There is a link only in YouTube in the header of this channel, so you can just make donations through PayPal. 1 time, 2 times, whatever times. So you will be helping out this channel. And, well, since I told you the ways that you have to spend money to helping out this channel, let me tell you a way that you cannot spend any money. More than 60% of the people that see my channel is not even subscribing. So subscribe to this channel, and you will be helping out this channel to be monetized, and this artist to gain something. So I will appreciate that. And let me tell you, this is for me to remind you that this program is brought to you by me. So thank you so much. Please click and subscribe. It's totally free and won't cost you a dime. That's true. And the other thing that I like for you to tell everyone, share this channel, share this content, and please grade me. And I will appreciate a lot. And other thing that I like you to be encouraged is while you are watching this, start drawing something. I mean, if you are watching an artist, probably you're an artist too, or you want to be one. So start drawing something. Yeah. There is way places where you can just start learning the basics. Yeah. There's a bunch of places. Many of those guys that you see that they are doing great art at hyper-realistic speeds, nah. You are not already an artist and you are not already into digital art and that particular program, usually Photoshop. You don't know what they are doing. So it's going to be oh, it looks nice. How the heck he did it? Yeah, see? That is so unfair. Because many artists, they want to show off. They don't want to help you. I don't know why. We're supposed to be good people. An artist is good people. We're not bad people. Well, some exceptions of the rule, like, what was this guy? Oh, Francis Bacon. The artists that make this kind of smear faces. He was a horrible guy. One of the worst. He was almost a psychopath. Well, anyway, there is exceptions of the rule. But most of the time, we're good people. So anyway, you can help me out that way, clicking and subscribe, and trying Clicks to Paying is the program that I've been using. So if you try Clicks to Paying, it's an affiliate link. So if you want to buy it, kudos for me too. they will give me some. Duh. I love it. So please go click and subscribe and follow me in all my, and don't forget to follow me in my whole, you know, my Twitter. I had to change the logo. It's no longer Twitter, it's X. Well, the X channel. And also, yeah, don't forget the YouTube. Click on subscribe on YouTube. We appreciate that a lot. And obviously, Instagram. So you will be helping this channel and these artists. And the other way, visit my website, duenasstudio.com. And it happens you are a writer, or you are a comic artist, or you are somebody who needs a cover designer, cover illustrator, illustrator for children book, illustrator for labels for products. You know, you need illustrator too. Or illustrator for editorial, just let me know. I have very good prices, by the way. Yep, I'm affordable. And let me tell you, I will appreciate that help. Well, so once I start, with my diatribe words and this kind of, speeches, let's go to the art. Let's go to the peaches. So let me get the art desk. So we are in the art desk right now. Oh my gosh, I have all of those things at the same time. That is so embarrassing. So let me open Click Studio Paint. Oh, by the way, let me tell you that something happened with my computer. Nothing, well, it's bad, but it's not that bad because I used to have 16 gigabytes of memory. Right now, I have, I used to have 32 gigabytes of memory. Right now, I have 2 gigabytes. I mean, 32 gigabytes, 16 gigabytes, actually. I just had 16 gigabytes. And let me show you my video capture device. Yes, I'm here. Hey. So I'm here. Right now, my Click Studio Paint is opening. So my Click Studio Paint is opening. And let's go back to the bunny girl. This is the bunny girl. Okay, this is my style. The problem with many people is that they don't have the different style, the same style. So this is the bunny girl and is in 3 different ways. Let me put this back to its place. Please tell me if I have some kind of yeah. Now my microphone is in there. Thank you so much. Somebody's watching my channel. Let me write down something. Okay, so let me see. Right now we have the bunny girl and the bunny girl. So let me open, because this is what you're watching right now. This is the flats. So let me show you the flats. Oh yeah. Okay, let me tell you. This is my different flats. This is the flats for the skin. This is the flats for the, the tail. It looks like a white tail, but it's actually a bunny. And this is the flat for the armor and the other things. So everything is in flats. So what I'm gonna do is, well, I'm gonna make this into one single flat. So right now, I hope you remember how I did this, because right now we are going to merge of these layers. So let me show you how these flags look like. See, this is a flag. So let's start doing this. Okay, let me go to my PureRef. PureRef is a program that I've been using, and it's good for you to have a mood board. What is a mood board? Oh, it's something when you don't want to be moody? No. A mood board is reference art. What is reference art? It's what we use, we artists use, for reference. Because 100% of the time, if we are doing something that is based on reality, some of this reality has to be pulled out. So we are going to open right now. Open. My bunny girl references. So yeah, we have this different kind of reference for the bunny girl. So, okay, this is the flat. Flat. Okay. So let me leave the bunny girl here because I want to use this. Let me find where is my remote control. Yeah, my remote control is here. Yeah, it's okay. I don't see any difference between the 16 gigabytes and the 32 gigabytes. Probably my memories were bad long time ago. That is bad. So for these flats, okay, we have the flats, we have the regular mask, and now we are going to create another layer. This layer is gonna be shades. This is when we're gonna have the shades. So the shades is gonna be a layer that should be in multiply. Of course, it's gonna be clip. So let me see where I can find, because this girl has a nice skin. Merely to see a way better skin. No, no, she is too. No, but I prefer this style. Let me see if I can do something like this style. Okay, so she's gonna be like y, or she can be like this. No, um, no, I might use. She can be like this. I like this style more. So we need to do some things here. Okay, first we're going to start trying to catch. First, paint, a Teen Watch Brew oil paint. I've been using oil painting, oil paint. Maybe it's the time for us to use watercolor. Brown watercolor. I'm gonna use this watercolor here. I don't know what kind of watercolor it is. Yeah. Okay. So we have this, and we make this. This kind of L. See, you make like an L. I hope you're watching. See, I'm making like an L. So yeah, you are making an L. And right now, you will start, you know, like giving. And by the way, if you haven't ever started, painting, so let me make this a little bigger. No, that's too much big. This is better. So let me see how it looks like. Yeah. Let me see how it looks like. Mm. Okay, let me see how it's doing. So we are going to choose the blender. So for the people who doesn't know me, I use blenders a lot. Why? Because I love blending. Why I love blending? Didn't tell you? I like blending. Blending gives a texture and no other tool can give me. Besides blender, give me some texture. So I'm using the watercolor. I'm gonna be using the watercolor all the time until I think or I believe that it is no longer necessary. I'm not gonna be using watercolor just to see if the watercolor is good and it's a nice texture for a bunny girl. Okay. Okay. But we need some. Yeah. Okay. So we need some warm colors, Cali colors, because human skin is not gray. See? Now she looks more like a comic. So let's start making our, what I have there. What I have my friend there. The rabbit. I had the rabbit in some place. Um, oh yeah, I had my friend the rabbit. Yeah, I got my friend the rabbit. Oh, let me save this thing before something bad happens. Mm-hmm. So let's do a little texture for the rabbit. Just a little like general shape, like midtones, so we can work it out, you know, later on from that place to what we want to do. Okay, so I want to be very clear about what kind of shades I want to do with this. So I'm gonna be like a little more, what can you say it? A little more like not precious, but yeah. Okay. Okay, let's continue doing a little more so the shading in this area too. Okay, this is the stage when I start doing the, what's it called, texture. And that is why I'm using a small blender instead of using a big one. Because a big blender won't let me make this kind of a painterly thing. What you see, it looks like something that you achieve doing this painting. So the small blender help the things to look a little more natural. You can just put it that way. While the big blender it tends to cover more areas, and I'm using when I'm covering a lot of areas. But the small blender is the best you have if you want something to be like a little more detail, or if you want to show a little more of the details. Like this. See? Now I need a bigger blender, so I just going to dial this up. Okay, the next one is this. It's probably this one here. Let me get again to this. Oh, I still have to do there. Again, it's a little smaller. Probably that way. Still need this a little smaller. So now it's pretty much like a comic. So let's put a little more. Back to the blender. Okay. Let me put this a little more. Okay, let's continue with my friend, the body. Okay. Now we have a lot of things to make. Okay, let's start doing some. Mm. Okay, guys, what we just said is not exactly, this is not exactly all. So we are going to continue probably next week. Next week we'll continue doing the rest of the texture. So the texture is going to be pretty much light. So we are going to start putting light in here, like white color. So we'll be doing some light and try to get some more color in the texture. So you will see the shiny parts and that part. So what we're gonna do right now is I'm gonna get this and I can duplicate this layer. And let me show you how they look like right now. See, this one here is the, what is this called? This is the sketch. This is the line art. This is color. So sometimes they differ a little because I see things in the sketch and the line art that I want to be, corrected. So I correct it. So yeah, okay. Let me get rid of this and let me show you what we're gonna do. We're going to start making, oh yeah, before that. Let me duplicate this layer. You should have a copy of the shades, and I just make it this. And we are going to merge these layers. Merge these layers, okay? And they look, like, yeah, they don't look good. So that is because we have our a blending layer in normal. So we needed to start, still in multiply. So in multiply, it will show the colors better. So once we have these two, oh no, I forgot something. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So before going there, let me make one. What you just did. So this is the refined line art. Hmm. Let me see, is this layer? Let me see if I did right with this layer. No, I didn't write. I didn't do it right with this layer. Uh, uh, nope, this is not. So let me, yeah, get this guy here. Let me get this guy here. This is gonna be this layer. No, this is with the mask. Ah, oh, click to layer below. Okay. So yeah, we need to click this layer to this one. Yep. Now we are here. So let me get a reader to this. So let me show you what we are doing. I guess this multiply over here. Yeah. Mhm. So we are doing this because we don't want this to be this is gonna be, yeah, let me get this first. We don't want this to be like a mhm. Mhm. And the rabbit needs to be a little gray. Rabbit's gonna be like gray. Yeah, this part of the rabbit. No, it's not black. It's this gray. This part of the rabbit gonna be like gray, but a little more darkish gray. Yeah. The rabbit is gonna be a darkish gray. Also the metal. It's gonna be a darkish gray. So this part too is darkish gray. This part too is darkish gray. This part too is darkish gray. This part too. This part, this part, this part, this part, this part, this part. It's gonna be darkish gray. Yeah, you two are darkish gray too. Okay. Okay, now we have better colors here. The second thing that we are going to do is take this art and this art and merge. What? Which one is which? Oh, stupid. These two. We need to merge. So we are going to merge the selected layers. They are merged. Yeah. So let me show you. It looks like this. Okay. But we're not going to use this all the time. So let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to start. Let me Hey, I forgot this. Let me merge this like two layers. Yeah, they're merged right now. Let me clip it. So yeah, see, we can just clip the art. Of course, we have to do a lot because this girl has a lot of details. The thing is, we have practice in this and we do what is the kind of texture I want to create, so we know where to start, you know, blending. And I'm using the small blender, not the big one, because I want to create some effect. That's the idea. And texture. So when you will see it, you will see what I'm doing. Give me a second, and I'll give you this in a second to show you better. So yeah, this is basically what we are doing right now. Oh, oh yeah, this is normal. Let me make this into multiply so we can see what we are doing compared with the other thing. Okay, show you. Oh, wait. How this looking? This is looking. See? Okay, this is watercolor. I'm using watercolor, so you see how the watercolor I wanted to use because many people is using watercolor. So yeah, don't get me wrong. When I'm using watercolor, real watercolors, I mean not digital, I'm also blending. I'm pretty much blending everything. Yeah, that was one of my premises. I blend pretty much everything. So right now with this blending, what I'm doing is giving me an idea where the shadows are. I can just later on go and do the refine state. What is that refining state? Well, the refining state is one of the final stages actually this painting. Okay, so as you can see guys, this is a lot of work. This is not like just blowing and making bottles. By the way, that is also a lot of work. This method was developed with many, but here in the YouTube, the one who developed like a tutorial about this method was Mark Burnett. So check Mark Burnett on the here in YouTube, and you will see this method, and you will learn a lot of him. I did, so I guess you guys too. He's not my mentor, not in any way. I'm not taking classes with the guy, but if you are considering some kind of teacher that will tell you the truth, that is the guy. So yeah, go and ask him. Yeah, I'm spending too much time here and I'm trying to get this cleared off so you can see. But this is one stage. This is not the final stage. This is something for you just to see. Okay, I'm getting rid of the lines because I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna use lines. I'm going to make the lines based on light. So I'm gonna paint like regular paint, not you doing a manga or a comic. I'm gonna paint this. So that is my style. You can see the genesis of this. This super easy, is nothing of the other world. It's something that somebody can do It takes years. It takes years of practice. It takes for you to practice every single day. You have a computer, go there. Because at the end of the day, this is gonna be your bread and butter. Yeah, this is how you, if you want to be married one day, this is how you gonna end up, putting rice and beans on the table. Okay. Okay. So this is part of the presentation. It's not the whole presentation. This is part of how you develop a character. You have your sketch, line art, and the paint. But we have not yet over. We just have to do one more layer, and that is going to be next week. So thank you so much for joining me. Let me change my camera. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Gus, and this is Drawing with Gus. What we're doing is, draw. So see you next week when we'll try to finish up this lady. Well, before leaving, just let me tell you, if you want to support this channel and this artist, just go to the description of this video. There is a link for coffee.com. Just buy me a coffee. You can just buy me a coffee, $3 per month, and you will be helping out this channel. This money is not going to be towards putting some rice and beans on the table. I already have my bread and butter. It's not this channel, but will help me out to get a better camera, something that I can just more modern, that I have not to do so many passes to do the translation of signals. So it will be something better. So I will appreciate that. And also there is a link for PayPal, so you can make me a donation to this channel too. And it's totally up to you. Could be something recurrent, could be something that is just one time. I have no problem. And I will appreciate any help that you guys can do for me. And the other thing is just get my control. Sorry. The other thing will be you know, follow me in my social media. You can follow me on Instagram, also in Twitter, aka X. No more Twitter anymore. It's X, so we are not tweeting, it's Xing. Sounds weird. Hey, Alan, I hope you are watching this. I hope the bots give you to this video. Xing? That sounds weird. Yeah, you guys are weird. And also on YouTube is the best way to help out this channel. Just help me monetize this channel. I know that probably 90% of the people that's watching these videos is not subscribed to my channel. Please click on subscribe so you will be helping me out a lot. And I will appreciate that. And also, don't remember that this is Gus. I'm a professional illustrator and a comic artist. And I'll see you next week. And before I just finish this transmission, just let me tell you, do you want to help me out too? Well, buy Click Studio Paint. There's a link. It's an affiliate link and it's in the description of the video. And you can just go and try Click Studio Paint. It's the program that I've been using this last, 10 years probably? Oh, no, probably something between 6 to 7 years or something. Is the program that I've been using all this time. I've been using other programs, but the program that I really like a lot is Click Studio Paint. This is Click Studio Paint. It's easy to use. I guess it's one of the best programs that you can find it. There is also for tablets, but for just a perpetual license, is right now they have a discount or something. Go there and get your Click Studio Paint through this affiliate link, and you will be helping out this channel because that means money for me. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next week. Have a blessed weekend. Bye.